Hey, today's Farm Tool Friday, where we talk about the tools that we find to be essential and that we like to use here at Fuller Farms. So today I was going to do an unboxing of a new Dewalt tool that I picked up, but I realized about halfway through the video that I didn't have the microphone turned on, so I've already opened it, I've already played with it. You'll see that footage here in a minute, but first I just wanted to kind of introduce the tool and kind of show its features. So I picked up the new Dewalt Atomic 20 volt max brushless 4.5 inch circular saw. That's a mouthful. This is Dewalt's Atomic line, which is meant to be more compact, easier to tote around, I guess, but still pretty powerful. So let's take a look at it and kind of go over its features. Alright, so here it is, already nice and put together. Sorry you don't get to see it coming out of the box, but oh well. So this is the Dewalt 20 volt brushless Atomic 4.5 inch circular saw. It's got a 4.5 inch blade on it, obviously, and it is basically a circular saw, a small circular saw, and with a long handle, so it's pretty cool. I think Dewalt made this mainly for cutting plywood, so that you can reach across the plywood and be able to reach, you know, an entire 4 foot length, which it will do no problem. So some cool things I do like about this is it has a rafter hook. Hang it on, you know, 2x4 or your hanging rock in your tool shed, hang it on your belt. I really like tools that have rafter hooks on them. The XR 7.25 circular saw does not have a rafter hook, so this guy beats it out there. It is a brushless motor. The Atomic line are brushless motors, which is cool. It's nice that you can get that option. It allows them to be a little bit more powerful, a little bit more battery efficient. Let's see some other features on here. So it does have a tilt. You can go to a 45-degree angle. It will not cut a 2x4 at a 45 degree, but it'll cut, you know, 3/8 plywood or maybe an inch plywood. So angle down the shoe to it's a 1.5 inch play there, so that's cool. I do want to test that out, putting a metal saw on here, a metal blade, and test out cutting like a sheet metal or metal siding with that pushed out. The main reason I bought this tool was, one, because it's cool, and two, because I would like to use it for cutting metal siding for the chicken coops, the chicken tractors that we build here on the farm. It'll also be just kind of handy to throw in the farm truck, and if I need to cut something out in the field, it's small, lightweight, you know, I can reach just about anywhere I need to get to with this thing, and, you know, probably find all kinds of uses for it on a farm. I would not recommend this for heavy framing work. You know, if you're a homeowner or you're a farmer, and, you know, us farmers are farm engineers, or we have to do all kinds of things, so this is really helpful. It does have the handle on top, which is nice to be able to get that firm grip. It's got the dust chute on this side that comes off for a vacuum. It shoots the dust collection really well. I haven't hooked this up to a vacuum yet to try it out, but just watching the sawdust come out of that port, I assume it'd be very, very good. The one thing I don't really like, and it's because I know I'm going to end up losing it, is the tool is right here, the little Allen wrench. They put it right there. And one, it took me like probably 3 or 4 minutes to figure out how to get it back on here. And I just realized that it clicks in, but you kind of have to push it in there hard. See, I didn't even get it then. Yeah, see, it's going to get lost. Earlier, whenever I was just checking this thing out and using it, I lost it, and it took me a few minutes just to find it. And, you know, I try to be organized, but when you put Allen wrench tools on here like that, it's not going to work. Not for me. But hey, they tried, so with a compact little circular saw like this, that, you know, I can't fault them for not having a good tool placement. One other thing this does come with is the little track ruler, track gauge to slide it in there. Now it has a 7-inch gauge here, but you're not going to hit it at 7 inches. I think, I haven't fully tested it out, but I think the best that you could get the screw to actually hold this on here is at about maybe 6 1/4, 6.5 inches. Overall, I think this tool is a big win. I definitely like it. It cuts smooth. It's powerful. For little odds and ends jobs, just to cut something real quick or cut something in an awkward spot, I think it beats out the XR full-size circular saw. But in actual performance of doing a lot of cutting, maybe not. Maybe later this week I'll test them out. I'll do a head-to-head on both of them. Obviously the XR is going to beat them out in power, but hey, this thing is handy. I'm going to give it that. I grabbed a few pieces of scrap wood. Now these are sitting outside. It rained this morning, so they're wet, so don't hate me for that. But grabbed a 2x4 block, a 1/2 inch little fence board, and an 1/8 inch piece of plywood. And it's wet and gross, so hopefully this thing still cuts all right through it. We'll see. Just to give you a visual, if you can see that, it comes through maybe a 1/16, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. That's pretty smooth. I'm gonna get sawdust all over my motorcycle sitting in here. It's pretty smooth. I'd say first impression, it's a good cut. Alright, so we're just gonna track cut some. I'll do a couple 1-inch shots here. Cuts pretty well. I mean, no complaints. I like it. That track works well. I mean, for a quick, small job, I wouldn't use this if you're a framer, and I'm no contractor, so using stuff like this around the farm would be perfect. I'm gonna take this track off here, and we'll cut some of this 1/2 inch board. That's really nice, guys. I think this is a great investment for someone who just wants to do some small jobs. If you don't have a circular saw, I don't know if this could completely replace having a circular saw. Maybe for just a homeowner that maybe just piddles around every now and then or needs to do trim work, this would be great. But I would definitely recommend to add this in on your Dewalt collection. If that's already your platform. Ooh, caught myself on the Raptor hook. So this thing slides through this plywood, no problem. Yeah. I am definitely a fan of this guy. I'm glad that we picked it up. I think that it'll have some great uses on the farm. And hey, follow along and you'll see us using it.